This is the aquarium. It's a 75-gallon freshwater. It has quite a bit of fish, as you can see. It's try to focus in on some. It's got 6 clownfish. They're about between 1.5 inches and 2 inches long. It's got a bunch of platies and there's a gourami right there, a very healthy gold gourami. It's got one large angelfish. He's or she, I'm not too sure. He's about 3.5 inches to 4 inches long. Very healthy. You can see the tail is intact. No one's bugging him. Well, except that one clownfish. I've got 2 catfish. There's one. And the other one is hidden right back there. You can barely see him though. He's hidden behind the plants, which every plant in this aquarium is natural. You can see this one here, this big one here. I've actually had to cut a couple of leaves of this one a couple times just because it grows so fast. And this low one here, I've got a nice little moss ball. Zoom in on that. Everything in here is pretty healthy. I got one large volcanic, I believe, rock here with a little cave where the fish like to hide out in, and another smaller volcanic rock right there. And there's another shell of another plant. I do have one heater installed right now. I do have another heater. You can see the little slot right there, the holder. You can see all the fish getting in the way. Well, that's good. That means there's a bunch of fish in here. Let's start with let's see with the actual hardware. It comes in a custom cabinet. It's fully wood, very sturdy. It can carry the weight of a man plus the 75-gallon tank, which is really heavy. It's got 2 doors inside. I've got 2 doors open and my cat's getting in the way. The top opens up very easily. I've got a single dual light in here. You can see the actual aquarium itself, the actual tank. There's a shot of a fish just relaxing on top of a leaf. You can see the leaf actually reaches up to the top, so I may have to cut this leaf soon. The actual tank itself is not glass, it's acrylic. You can see the corners here are rounded. Acrylic is very sturdy, very nice. It's also very light, but very strong as well. Here you can see the holes for whatever hardware you want. There's 2 holes for heaters. I got 1 hole for bubble going down. And over here as well, you got another hole specifically made for a bubble. Got a little bit of algae growth, not much. The animals, the fish take care of everything. Over here, you've got the hole for the filter access. Filter goes in there. It's fully enclosed, cut off from everything else, and the water gets sucked in through the very top right there, and also on this side right here. And it's a separate box. There's the output. It's you can change it out with anything you want. I've just got this so it doesn't bother the single angelfish I have. The substrate is sand. It's a little bit dark right now. You can see I've tried to clean it off a little bit before. I'd originally gotten some snails. You can see right there, to help aerate the sand, make sure it's not it doesn't get poison gas inside. They have helped quite a bit, and before you knew it, I had hundreds of them. That's why I got the 6 beautiful clownfish you see right there, and they have made a nice little snail graveyard right here, right underneath the moss ball, where they eat everything, which is great. They keep the snails under control. You can see this plant right here is very healthy. Nice little black tips all around. Very beautiful plant. And, you know, it's rooted deep inside the sand. Over here you can see, right here you can see the roots of a plant. And I believe it's this big one, this big lettuce looking one. Here's a show that beautiful catfish. I've got a bunch of little smaller fish as well. Here's a ghost, I forget the name. Pleco? No, it's not Pleco, it's ghost something. I've also got pandas of those. I believe I got 2 ghosts and 4 pandas. Here's a beautiful fish right there. Here's another one, all black. You can see that one right back there, likes to play in the bubbles. All my fish are healthy. And they're all community fish. They all get along with each other. I do have a single rainbow shark. It is single. There, he's coming out. It is a single rainbow shark because they do better by themselves, or else they get aggressive with each other. But for the most part, he leaves everybody else alone. You can also kind of see my little panda in there. They're called cories. So I've got a couple panda cories and a couple of ghost cories. You see them right back there. I also have some more loaches besides the clown loach. I have the some worm loaches. They are worm-like loaches. They are hiding now. They're not the regular loaches. They're the smaller. I forget the exact name. The name will be on my post. But you can kind of see the head poking out in there. They like to hide underneath this cave here, this rock. They've made it their home. You can't. No, they're a little shy right now. You can see I used to have a couple of apple snails. They're long gone now. Their shells are all that remained here and there. So you can see the water is very clear. There's no debris floating around. The filter does its job, and so do all the cleaner fish. You can see all these fish right here schooling together. Very beautiful fish. I believe those are tetras. These are here neon jumbo tetras, and I don't know. I believe those are bleeding heart tetras, the little red ones. And these are tetras as well. Beautiful tetras. Beautiful colors, and you see the beautiful color on this clown loach. Swimming around, happy as can be. I'm trying to see if I can find a clown loach with a snail in his mouth, but I don't see any. Let's give you a look at the other fish I have up here. Just beautiful fish. And there's my one-eyed friend. He lost one eye a while back. His left eye is good, but his right eye, all that's there is a dead eye. So it doesn't work. But he's doing very well. I've had him for over a year now. This little nice rainbow fish, very beautiful, swimming around like crazy. Okay, that's it for the wildlife. And now let's take a look at the actual hardware. I've got 2 bubblers. You can see that one bubbler right back there, and this other bubbler here. It gives them enough air, enough oxygen for all these animals. The tank can actually sustain many more fish than what you see here. It is a 75-gallon tank. The filter is a Arena filter, rated for 175 gallons, I believe. And this is a 75-gallon, so it can clean much more than what I have here. You can throw in many more fish here, and they'd all still be happy as long as they're all still community fish, and as long as you keep that in mind and get fish that live together well, everything will do very well. Let's see, very solid wood, very sturdy wood. Cat's meowing. All right. Let's take a look at the hardware. you get a nice 15-gallon CO2 tank. It's got the output, the whole thing ready. It just needs a needle valve. This furniture, this cabinet actually comes pre-built with a little light switch. It's very, very convenient. It's very large inside here as well. I've made a couple of ugly holes in the back just to be able to push back and put in my extension cords. Here's my filter. It's a Reno Philstar. It's rated for much more than what I have here, and it's purring along. I believe it still has 1.5 years left on its warranty. Here's the food I've been getting on. It's not very important. You get everything here. You get the one timer right there. It works well. It turns off the light whenever you tell it to, and turns it back on whenever you tell it to, so you don't have to mess with this. And I've also got miscellaneous stuff, an air pump, and a box full of goodies. I've got 2 5-gallon buckets, a long hose tube. I believe it's about 25 feet. Let me open up the here you can see I've got a chemical water tester. Make sure everything's working good. I like to keep my fish healthy, and that's what it requires. This pump, you can connect this tube. It has all the equipment to connect this straight to your water faucet, your kitchen's water faucet. So you can pump water into and out of the aquarium, so you don't never have to mess with it and get your hands dirty. It's great for when you need your water changes. It takes about 30 minutes to drain the water of the aquarium to the level you want to start, to the level you want to keep it at, to refill it and get your water cleaned up. Yeah, and as you can see, it's a very nice, very sturdy, very great aquarium, great for a beginner, great for someone who knows what they're doing as well. Very forgiving, as I've noticed. Very large, 75 gallons is quite a bit for a freshwater tank. And since most tropical fish, freshwater fish, are pretty small, you can throw a ton of them in here and they'll